Good afternoon, everybody. Another segment of Frankly My Dear. I'm gonna dive right into it. We got some great fights today. All right. I'm gonna start, in my opinion, in order what I think are the most entertaining or the best matchups, and we gonna go from there, man. Anyways, let's dive right into it. On Showtime tonight, we have Leo Santa Cruz. He will be fighting Mares. Okay, so the first fight was a classic, like all the Santa Cruz fights. I think that Santa Cruz is going to. I, I think Santa Cruz is gonna pull it off. My key thing with Santa Cruz, man, is I hope, after he pulls it off, I hope he fights Gary Russell, man, and give the people the fight they've been wanting to see for years. I know Gary Russell Jr. say he wants that fight. Santa Cruz is saying now he wants that fight. Santa Cruz has a very exciting style. Like most smaller guys, he very fast hands. He'll slug with you. Santa Cruz is a very entertaining fighter, man. I don't feel like his style creates can be sustained, even though he has been in the game for a while now. But I feel like he'll have enough to pull off this win tonight. Okay, not gonna dwell too much on that one because I want to get into Jamel Charlo is fighting Austin Trout. I'm gonna be honest, man. Trout, to me, I've never been the biggest Austin Trout fan. He's just kind of awkward to me. He's just a good fighter, okay? But I feel like sometimes Trout's style, it's hard to tell who's winning rounds at times when Trout is fighting, okay? And I feel like guys pick Trout because they know he hasn't stepped up in big fights. He does have decent wins, like the Cotto win, things of that nature under his belt. But at any time he stepped up, he hasn't won. He hasn't performed well. But I feel like the Charlos, I feel like it's their time, man. I just feel like their boxing skills, whoever works with them, man, they created almost some perfect fighters, man. Those guys, how they sit on their punches, their movement, those guys are headed for greatness, man. I think that Jamel Charlo, man, I think he's gonna be able to pull it off. I don't think he's knocking Trout out. I think I got the fight going. I think Jamel gonna get a unanimous decision, and then hopefully we end up getting a Jared Hurd fight. But right now they're trying to enforce a rematch with Lara for Hurd. And then Hurd, I don't know, he kind of sounds like he might try to duck. Hopefully he doesn't, and we get that fight next, okay? But I got Charlo winning tonight. But I think Trout gonna stick in there, man. I think Trout gonna be tough. Trout not no punk. Trout gonna give you a tough, hard fight. And that's why people keep fighting him, because a win over Trout is good on your resume. But I see why Trout, his brother already beat him. I see why he's fighting him now, because probably at this point Trout is almost hitting journeyman level. But guys got to stop playing with Trout, man. Like I said, Trout can make a fight, can make it hard to tell who's winning rounds, man. So hopefully, Jamel isn't going into this like, my brother, he got the win over him. I'm gonna come in and do the same thing, man. Hopefully he's locked in and focused. But I think he'll be focused, man. The Charlos, man, they talk a lot, but them guys, they back it up, man. They take their craft serious, and you can tell when they're in that ring. They don't play no games. They're very, very technical, man. There's some good guys, good fighters, man. I feel they're the wave of the next generation, okay? And I think the time is now, And then, of course, the main fight tonight, in my opinion, the main fight, we got Jeff Horn versus Bud Crawford, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm a little biased, man. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter, in the game right now. I got a chance to see him live one time. Man, the guy is just he can fight so many ways. Okay, he can fight southpaw, he can fight orthodox, he can get rough with you, he can box around, he can box on the outside, box on the inside. He got a mean streak that people don't realize. And I feel like Jeff Horn's been talking a lot. I've seen Terrence Crawford, guys, talk a lot, talk a lot of, a lot of stuff to Terrence Crawford, and I've seen him and beat them up, embarrass them, carry them through the fight. And I think he's gonna beat up Jeff Horn tonight. I think he's gonna pick his round. I think Jeff Horn gonna, be able to take some blows. It's gonna be interesting to see how Bud's power is now that he's a welterweight. But I think if anything, I could see a flurry. I could see a TKO. I'm predicting TKO. Crawford is gonna TKO Jeff Horn, and I'm gonna give him 5th round. I don't think the fight gonna last long. I think he gonna beat him up, and I think he gonna purposely beat him up and send a message to the welterweight division that he is here. He's here to take over. Okay, and hopefully this sets up a fight with Errol Spence. Okay. But Jeff Horn, man, to me, he's just he's like Rocky or somebody, to me, I'm not going to completely dismiss Jeff Horn. He beat an old Pacquiao, but Terrence Crawford is not an old Pacquiao, okay? Jeff Horn, he's solid. I can't even say he's solid. He's just more of a tough guy. I think even after this fight, he's going to be a guy that, is a good name to get under people's belt. Put on the resume. But I mean, I will say, the guy's tough, man. He's a very, very tough guy. He sticks in there, so it's gonna take a beat down to get him up out of there. But I think Crawford is gonna beat the hell out of him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've seen Crawford when he gets a mean streak, man. If people who follow him, people who are casuals and don't really follow Terrence Crawford, they might look at the knockout stuff like that. I've seen this man numerous times. Guys talk slick to Terrence Crawford. Crawford turns into a whole nother animal, and after the fight, he's talking different. During the fight, he's beating the hell out of him. Okay, Crawford, people think because he's such a great boxer, his skills are so great, that he's not a guy who can has the ability to beat up guys. He can do it, and I think he's gonna do it tonight. Okay, I got Terrence Crawford TKO 5th round. Might even be earlier than that. And from there, man, hopefully we get the Errol Spence fight next. Errol Spence and him, they're 2 guys who will fight anybody, man. And that's why I respect them guys. They're my 2 favorite guys right now. But I got Bud beating Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn, you going back, end up becoming a journeyman, because you ain't gonna never win a title again, I don't believe. But we'll see how it goes, man. Like I say, Jeff Horn is tough. I don't think he's gonna go in there and get punked, but I think that Bud's superior boxing ability, his superior hand speed is going to be able to beat up on Horn and win the fight via TKO. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment. I'll try to do a post-fight reaction to at least the Horn and Crawford fight. I know it's on that stupid app. I'm going to try to watch on the computer. But anyways, man, y'all hit the subscribe, hit the like button, man. Let me know what y'all think. 1.